Conference realignment goes round and round, round and round, and just when you think it's stopped going round and round, here it goes round and round once again. I know all the talk's been about Florida State, but the one team that everybody used to center their expansion talks on, that is touchdown Jesus, wake up the echoes, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, may be about ready to surprise some people. Based on what happened at the playoff meetings, Notre Dame suspiciously to me signed off on a contract that really does them no favors. So what's the hidden agenda here for the Fighting Irish going forward? Let's talk about it. And keeping with tradition, before we get to today's broadcast, here they come riding in once again. It's the Outlaw Posse, now in effect. And today's four horsemen shout-outs go to Alpha Dragon Gaming FTW, Rich Castle, Sydney Long, and Spencer Rattler are mount up salad, ready to go with today's college football invasion. We also had a re-up from J.D. Wilmot. So, if you want to get your badge and get deputized, all you got to do is hit that join button and subscribe button. It's not $2.99 a month. That's just 75 cents a week. Or you can do the big four, and they're free. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Also, we have a store now, as I promised. If you'll go to the channel and look on there and find the store, click on that, and you'll see a lot of great new shirts that people have been requested, like the Skittle Shitter shirt. That's on there. And Bleeding Crimson Since Birth, which is one I really like, and just the regular Outlaw of College Football logo t-shirt, as well as other things and little trinkets that are pretty cool. So check that out. I can also be found on X, aka Twitter, under at OCF Productions. Now, getting right to it here. Seems like as I said in the lead up, the echoes at Notre Dame are being awakened big time as far as expansion talks goes. You know, back in the day, people talked about them joining the Big Ten numerous times, and then it was the ACC that they joined in basketball and other sports and kept the football still independent, had their cake and eat it too kind of thing. But now with this new conference realignment, this last bout of conference realignment, it seems like Notre Dame may be finally ready to join a conference, especially with the way things shook out at the college football playoff meetings here just about a week ago. Notre Dame signed off on a contract that is going to allow that for the top four seeds who will get a bye in the new 12-team playoff have to be conference champions. Well, Notre Dame's not in the conference, and one team can't be considered a conference champion unless there's a caveat in there that we don't know about where it says that Notre Dame's in the top four. They get a bye because they're a champion of their own conference. I don't know, but I doubt that's the case. The reason why I think that this is a prelude to Notre Dame finally giving up their independence is, from what I understand, the contract they signed with NBC is a little more short term than what people have been led to believe, like just 2 years, which coincidentally coincides with this 2-year deal with the college football playoff being at 12 teams. I think it'll eventually go to 16, as I said before. What really started my suspicions wasn't just this here recent acquiescing by Notre Dame to the college football playoff committee. It was the fact that they were approved for AAU status a few months back, which is very suspicious to me considering they're not really a research institution. And I think that the Big Ten done that to patronize their elitist academia segment of their conference so that they could put Notre Dame in the Big Ten and have their little farce, that I like to call it, of being in the AAU. If the Big Ten wants you in their conference, they will get you AAU status. It don't matter if you're Slippery Rock or the University of France at Loins. If they want you in their conference, you're going to be in there. And they're going to get you the AAU logo, regardless if it's valid or not, in my opinion. I know a lot of these elitists want to be Big Ten podcasters out there, and Big Ten fans get mad when I'm dismissive of the AAU and the academic thing, but I'm just trying to be honest here. And y'all can chalk it up as, oh, that's just some Southern guy talking because they don't care about academics. That's the furthest thing from the truth. I can promise you that. I care about academics, but I also know that they don't care about academics as much as you think. With $1.7 billion being at hand here with the college football playoff, 12-team playoff at hand, Notre Dame absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, unequivocally went out and got that AAU status just for football, which is what? Them not doing it for academics, which is what? A farce. So if they hadn't got the AAU thing, I would think that Notre Dame may to keep their independence or may even think about joining another conference like the SEC was the talk, just to, poke the Big Ten in the eye once again because, they have a history with the Big Ten that's not so nice. Back in the 1930s and the 1960s, I think Notre Dame tried to join the Big Ten twice, and I think from what I understand, Michigan sort of held that up. Then in the 1990s, the Big Ten decided they wanted Notre Dame. Notre Dame turned them down. Then 10 or 15 years ago, when the Big Ten tried to expand again and did expand again, once again, they asked Notre Dame, and Notre Dame turned them down. And while the independent thing has been something that Notre Dame has clung to as being unique for quite some time, sometimes being unique becomes archaic and it holds you back. And it's no longer unique. It's just being hard-headed. And now I think a segment of the Notre Dame administration and alumni realize that if they don't join a conference very soon, that they could get left out and pushed out, and their football program will never regain the relevancy and the glory that it had in the 1970s and 1980s. And for those Notre Dame fans out there that are getting pissed off that they're going to lose their independence, don't be pissed off, man. It's a good thing. It's new. It's something that I think will help Notre Dame fans and their players stay motivated into November when they lose a couple of games, because they could still win a conference title and even make the playoffs with a 12-team playoff now. You might even see a team in there with 2 or 3 losses make the playoff. I definitely think 2 lost teams will be in the 12-team playoff going forward. And like I said, it'll give Notre Dame fans something to look forward to in case they catch a couple of losses early on. You guys and gals, tell me what you think about all that. You think Notre Dame's going to join a conference? You think they're going to stay independent? Drop it in the comments section. Let me know. Also, if you don't mind, there's a little heart down here with the money dollar sign in the middle. If you want to make a one-time donation to the program to help keep the lights on, just smash that heart, make a one-time donation. And as I said earlier, you can also join the Outlaw Posse for $2.99 a month, 75 cents a week. Little join button, next subscribe button. Hit that. You'll get your badge. You'll get deputized. You'll maybe be one of the random 4 horsemen shout-out, as well as possibly be the comment of the day. And then there's the big 4 that are all free that really, really help. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That's the big 4. Subscriptions are most important. The more we get on board this party, the bigger the party gets. And with that, I'm out of here. KMCA to all the other teams. Class is now officially dismissed.